Welcome to the Cardboard Illuminati podcast. This is a 0.5 episode, so you know that means there's no sponsors because we're going to say some bullshit.
Why are you doing this now? I'm feeling a razz. Oh God, help. I'm not prepared for a live stage.
This is originally going to be live, and we're waiting for people to come in. Ooh.
Ooh.
So the listeners that aren't going to watch the video, that are just listening to this, you guys can probably fast forward like 30 seconds or so. Let's see. BQH says, Jack, if you just offered a couple Don Cheadle repacks for the Andy Isabella 101, I'm sure he would have sold it to you much quicker.
I'm so glad that someone knew what I was talking about.
Oh man, starting this half episode off right. Again, first off, we would like to apologize. We just didn't have an opportunity to.
I see the chats popping off now. Let me go to YouTube. Hang on.
But
you started when I'm the least bit prepared.
Jack,
okay.
Why did you?
What are you talking about?
Why did you do that? Oh God. Okay.
Oh God, my volume's on. No. Everything's going wrong.
Off, sorry we didn't have an episode, like a full episode this weekend. Just things were busy. Extraordinaire Junior says, "Hey," wink. Trey says, when does Trey get to guest star in a 0.69 episode? We don't know yet. He says, I spent $1K in repacks today because I have a gambling problem.
You're the reason they put warning labels on the back of scratcher tickets. Of hey, are you gambling away your wife's inheritance? Call this number and maybe she'll stay. Well, welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining the 0.5 podcast.
Oh, I know who. Extraordinaire Juniors. Isn't that a...
Oh, my goodness.
Who would do such a thing? Josh Rosen, Super Collector himself? Friend of the channel, Extraordinary Cards?
The premier football buyer on Instagram?
All right. First order of business. Some of you may have seen my story today. This is the first part that we're going to talk about is before the shit show. The first part was Jack sold me the quad today, so you guys can lay off.
Yeah. There we go. I'm sad. Sorry, Dave.
Arigato.
The bullying is done. Someone asked, are you actually being bullied? I'm like, no, it's just people fucking around on the internet. It's fine. I wasn't being serious with that.
Light bullying.
Yeah. No, I liked the bit. I did like the bit. It was a fun bit. But he deserved the card, and he I told him
come up with other bits.
Exactly. And I told him if he helps me get the shield, I will sell him the card at what I actually less than what I paid for, because I ate shipping to him, I ate shipping to me, and I ate sales tax. So I thought that was fair. So I sold it to him for the exact same price. He helped me get the shield. We sucked each other off. Usual deal. Usual deal. I'm still amazed I got it because I was so certain I was going to have to wait 5 months or anything. Next day, he just DMs me just hey, I like your collection. Here, you can have it. And I only overpaid a lot, which I'll take. So thank you.
You didn't overpay what you said?
Yeah, no, do you want me to disclose how much?
It's up to you.
I'll say, because I said I offered 800 yesterday, and I did. And then he's like, okay, how about 650? Because I saw your collection, I feel bad. And then I was like, well, I don't want to do that, so let's say 700. So I paid 700 for it. Because I don't like it. Yeah, I don't like label. I fully admit it's a $400 card at max. But there's something about when you have 11 out of 12 pieces of a rainbow and that one piece is still left. I have really bad OCD. That was just going to drive me.
When you have 12 children and one goes missing.
Well,
I'm assuming. I don't know firsthand. I'm not Catholic.
Ooh, there's a lot of directions I could have gone with that. But yeah, it's a .5 podcast. I can go off the rails. I
we
can say the gamer word.
Fuck we want. No. Bad Jack.
Neighbor. Miss Obama, get down.
But so the main event that we're going to talk about, and we'll listen to suggestions afterwards if you guys have any, but we're gonna plow through this like it's Jack's mom. And
at a hometown buffet.
So today I posted this to Instagram. For those of you listening, I will describe it. It's actually up on screen right now, but I posted a very, very beat up SGC graded 88 and 8 overall Steven Strasburg first Bowman Chrome card from 2010 Bowman. Just it was very, very cheap. People seem to love my shit grade Strasburg, so I was like, why not? So I posted and I said SGC is the only one for me. And then I put my normal hashtags: collect, the hobby, who do you collect, baseball cards, trading cards, sports cards, case breaks, box breaks, mail day, tops, Bowman, Steven Strasburg, Bowman Chrome, graded cards, first Bowman. Now, before any of this gets started, Jack, are any of those hashtags like out of place?
I mean, maybe like case breaks and box breaks, maybe, but like,
yeah, I guess.
You know, I get the hustle. Like, I'm not a hashtag man myself, but if like you didn't like put it there and like in the post, you know, people who put it in the post, like people who say ironically or unironically hashtag blessed, like get off the site. I don't need you in my life.
So like a couple of comments, you know, wow, this is so sick. Fire emoji. Just people. This is my shtick at this point. I post shit grade Strasburgs. I actually just got a PSA 5 in today, which is fantastic.
Who would even do this? Who would grade a PSA 5 level card?
But so I get this comment on it from this random ass account saying, check your DM. In the back of my head, I'm thinking like, oh, he's probably going to try and sell me like a 2012 Steven Strasburg card or something. No. So now we're going to go into my DMs. It'll be on screen. Some of the lovely artwork to the left-hand side of the screen is courtesy of Jack.
But
anyways, so this account messaged me.
Why did you know it, Nate?
And he says, hello, how are you? My name is... I'm just going to say it because it was in my story. I don't give a fuck.
And his username is his name.
Yeah,
like
Evan Hovich.
It's like, whatever. You see a username of Evan Hovich, like, I wonder what this man's name is.
He says, and I have an offer that I do with many people like you. I will shout your business out on my blog and 2 of my next podcast episodes, both called A True Young Business Mind. You can look it up on Google. I get over 30,000 listeners, and I will shout you out on my clothing brand Instagram, Amor Ferose Clothing, or however the fuck you pronounce it.
That's as good as I can see.
As well as my 3 other Instagrams, plus Facebooks. I will also shout you out on my TikTok. I have 40K. I will also mention you to a bunch of my influencers with millions of followers, like Riley Hubatka.
The Riley Hubatka?
Over
star
1
of TV
million
and
followers.
film, perhaps?
Over 1 million followers on Instagram and 4 million on TikTok. Juz Josh, over 2 million on TikTok.
Juz Josh?
Few 100,000 on Insta and many more. I will ask these people to give you a shout out. Before COVID, I charged $250 for this, but ever since we're going through a crisis, I will only charge $100. What do you say? It's a great way to promote your business.
My man running a charity here. He's doing it for the people.
Thank you for the discount.
He cut you $150 out of the good of his heart for what this country's going to.
So I replied with a GIF from the lovely comedy TV show Letterkenny, where the main character Wayne is going, hard no.
That's
okay.
Surely a reference.
Maybe I'm being a little bit of a dick. Sure. He says, "Are you sure, man? This can get you many sales.
Wait.
Millions of people."
Wait, back up. Didn't you say you had 30,000 listeners? Where did this millions come from? Is that like the TikTok?
Millions of
like,
people because
influencers?
of the influencers that he knows.
I guess, but like, bruh.
He says millions of people. Also, I have a card. Oh boy. He says, that's a 1 of 1. I got it appraised for $1,400.
My mom said it was cool.
But I'll sell it for $400. It's a Max Scherzer. Let me show you. So even through all of this, I'm not going to lie, I gave him the benefit of the doubt while waiting for the picture to come in. I was like, it's probably like a Scherzer Superfractor. 400 still a little steep for that, but you know, whatever. No.
Oh my lord.
It
Is that
is a 2017 Topps Series 2 yellow printing plate of Max Scherzer. That is a $30 to $40 card at most.
Who told you this $1,400? Like, that is just he had to be like his mom was like, I'm very proud of you, Evan. You've done great in school. Like, what do you think it's worth? I think it's $1,400. Bob.
I don't know.
Good job, son.
And then he says, "What you think?"
This man clearly runs a business with his dialect. With
Yes.
what you
I
think.
said, I think that's a $40 card at best. You need better appraisers.
That's fair.
That's fair. He says, really? I guess I need better appraisers. And then I sent him a screenshot of Max Scherzer printing plate comps from eBay from the $30 to $50 range. And he said, these are different. I at that point, I thought I was fed up and was done with it. So I said, no shit, Sherlock. This isn't a rookie or anything special.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's the point where you're actually a dick. Like, where you go,
Yes.
no shit. But, like, it's justified, though. Like, my man's coming in here with a quote-unquote $1,400 printing plate and talking about appraisal, like, out of my DMs. Out of my DMs.
Yeah, this is just a rule of thumb. For the most part, if someone comes to you with a card that they are looking to sell, and they said that they had it appraised, get ready for a fucking ludicrous number. 9 times out of 10.
I should just start doing that in Cardtastic, just with my
That
burner.
usually means they went on eBay, saw what the highest one was listed for, and thought, that's how much mine is worth. That's an appraisal.
No, he just made up a number. I'm just going to say right now, he didn't even do that. He didn't even do anything. It's like, I like 1,400. That's a high number. Let's just take the 1 off that. I
am absolutely loving all of the book value trash talk in the chat. Book value was great when it started, but they didn't evolve with it, and that's all I'm going to say about that. What's up, Brady? Thanks for stopping by.
Hello, everyone. Joining in.
So I said, no shit, Sherlock. This isn't a rookie or anything special. To which he said,
there we go.
This is when it gets good. I hope you know for being an asshole, period. I'm giving you a bad review for being an asshole. I took a screenshot of this chat, and I have personally over 100,000 people following me on all of my accounts, and I have connections of millions of people.
How many followers this man got? Like on this profile?
You can pull that up. I don't want to like get rid of the DM.
Yeah, here, no, Detective Jack on the work.
So he follows that up and says, I'm going to tell people not to use you. For what, motherfucker? I am not a service. He says, and you are an unfair asshole. Just a pro tip. When talking to a potential client, don't say stuff like you say. First off, he approached me for me to be one of his clients.
He's got under 1,200 followers. Where's the other 98,000 people? His clothing brand has like 400 followers, and it has a like white power sweater on it.
But
like, these things are. If you're going to lie on the internet, Don't make it these lies that are so easy to check. I literally just have to click on your profile. See, oh, you have under 1,200 followers. 1,200 is a lot less than 100,000. Maybe you are like a real one on TikTok. Like you just flossed over a sick beat and a bunch of kids liked it. Good on you. I'm not going to buy a fucking shirt because of that.
The TikTokers are going to come and get me.
Oh, whatever.
That would be a fair punishment because I fucking hate TikTok.
Nate, you're above 18. They're not going to come for you.
Yeah. So, and again, the thing that throws me off is he says, when talking to a potential client, don't say stuff like you say. I wasn't offering you any goods or services or anything. You came to me.
It's like someone running up on the street offering you drugs and you're like, no. And it's like, I'm going to sue you. It's like, what?
So I replied with what is now one of my favorite gifs of all time. It's from a town meeting. I forget what the context was.
That's the gif. I knew you sent that. I just didn't know what it's from.
If you have been around the internet enough in the last year, you will know exactly what I'm talking about. It is a guy in a green polo laughing his ass off at a town meeting because somebody said something ridiculous. So he said, oh, trust me, it will affect you. Smiley face with a double chin, I might add.
And no space between you and the smiley face.
Yes. Good luck, man. This is going to be fun. Okay. But wait, there's more.
Billy Mays just pops out of the coffin. But wait, there's more.
That's when he blocked me. So then what I had to do was I went to the Cardboard Illuminati Instagram page and I DM'd him from there. I said, we apologize that our co-host DRC Collector was so rude to you for reaching out to Network. He will be terminated for the show because this does not fit our ideals as a podcast. Which, first off, I was laughing my ass off writing that.
The most professional podcast on the internet, ladies and gentlemen.
Tyler's busy. Just a 0.5 episode. So he says, you guys won't get any business when you have a guy like that running the show. To which I replied, we sincerely apologize. I'm doing this whole thing in my customer service voice, by the way. Mm-hmm. We sincerely apologize. He will be taken off of the podcast.
He will be executed live in the streets.
And then he says, and what will I get out of this?
My man, come on.
And it gets worse. An apology won't be enough because I got harassed by about 10 different accounts because of him. And I am very close to using my sources to leave a terrible review.
Oh, again, God, our podcast.
Fucking review are you going to give me? I am not a fucking business.
I mean, he can leave a 1-star review on like our Apple page, I guess, and go, these guys are mean to me. No. Yeah, like, I don't care.
And then he says, I know influencers with millions of followers.
My dad can beat up your dad.
I said, we apologize for the other accounts jumping on you for this. We really can't offer much because we are a small podcast.
But we're big in size.
Yes, Extraordinary Cards, he is absolutely a Karen. He would like to speak to the manager.
What's the male version of a Karen? Keith?
Sure.
That seems right.
That is unfortunate. I'm going to need something out of this or I will leave a bad review. Again, what the fuck?
Is fucking blackmailing like a small-ass podcast?
Not only did he talk to me like that, but he got a bunch of other accounts jumping on me, and I am very, very well-known. Oh, I am a very, very well-known young entrepreneur, and I will not be disrespected like that. Holy fuck.
The fuck does he want? Tyler's bag of fruities? Like, what do you want?
My God. Just... I've never even been yelled at like this when I was at work, and I have worked in retail for 13, 14 years at this point. He says, what kind of compensation were you thinking? Is what I replied. He says, okay, so I'll make you a deal since I know it isn't necessarily your fault, but this deal benefits both of us. And then he's sent me the initial message again. He said, hello, how are you? My name is Evan Hovich.
Yeah, skip through. Yeah, we've all.
He says, this is the original message that I sent that guy because I'm doing this promotion.
Also, who does he think he's talking to right now? Me?
I have no idea. The entity that is the Cardboard Illuminati.
Oh, he's talking to Craig. Oh.
Yeah.
We've solved it.
It says, if you do this with me, I'll do it, but I want $200 instead of $1. And then he says 100 because typo.
Oh, this man clearly was not in it for COVID charity. I trusted you, Evan Hovich.
So
back at your games.
He's this little shithead is trying to blackmail the podcast. First off,
oh, this is
I'm
actually
going to upcharge you
joke.
because one of your guys was mean to me.
So my dad works for GameCube. He's going to hack you if you don't apologize.
So I said, that sounds pretty good. I'll talk it over with my other co-host, in parentheses, not DRC.
So right now, I'm like Schrodinger's Tyler. I could be Tyler and I could not be Tyler in this scenario.
He says, okay, also, I hope you know I'm not targeting you, and you are an incredible businessman for apologizing to me. I'm a businessman myself, so that's why I won't let this go unnoticed. Again,
Hey, we should...
It is fucking what's-his-face from BoJack Horseman.
We should collab. We should absolutely collab. We need some Cardboard Illuminati merch.
I always forget his first name, but the last name is Business Person, right?
No, it's Vincent Adultman.
Vincent Adultman, yes.
There you go.
That is who we are dealing with.
Are you telling me that Evan Hovich, yes, well-respected businessman known by millions, is actually 3 kids stacked on top of each other in a trench coat?
So I replied, I greatly appreciate that, with like the praying hands emoji.
Bless up.
Or call it the high five emoji, whatever you want.
Yeah, it's apparently the high five emoji, but nobody treats it like that. Yeah. Like,
and then he says, yes, when will you be able to let me know by? I said, I apologize. I'm at my day job right now.
I wish he would have said, like, I apologize. I'm at my day job right now, working the corners, dealing this rock.
I am busy being a businessman. He says,
I work at the adult factory and do business. Good.
I want an answer today, and I want to be paid today, but I will make sure to hold up my end of this promoting you guys on everything I said today as well. Podcast will be obviously on my next episode release. Only reason I am pushing for today is because before you reached out to me, I texted all my influencers, and they really want to leave a bad review. Again, what the fuck? For you guys, because of what that guy said to me.
Not Jazz, the man with 2 million TikTok followers. Oh no.
But I told them not to until I tell them to. So if I don't hear something today, I'm going to let them do it. That is no disrespect to you, but I feel disrespected and that this is not about to happen. So I replied, I walked around the corner from work and I replied, you should be able to hear the audio on this. If not, I'll have to dub it in.
Yeah, play it.
Thank you for contacting
the
Cardboard Illuminati podcast. We would just like you to know, we do not actually apologize. I am DRC Collector. You've been talking to me the whole time, and you can go fuck yourself, you little twat. Which I am very proud of that. I have my anime mask on at work.
Ooh.
And I am surprised that only took one take because I was going to laugh the entire time. I was laughing so hard. He said, I saved this. You'll see this out sometime today, smiley face, again with no space. One chin this time, so he's learning. And then he says, check Instagram, Twitter, all networks.
Let me check if this man's on Twitter. Hang on.
has anybody checked to see if my videos popped up on TV Guide yet? He said all networks.
Oh my God, you're on the Paramount Network.
He says TikTok on big accounts. To which I replied, I'm going to be famous. And then he says, have a great rest of your day. Yes, you will. Very, very famous.
There is an Evan Hovick on Twitter. He has 0 followers.
It might be his podcast or something, which also, he gets 30,000 listeners on this podcast.
Hang on, what's his white power clothing line called?
I don't remember off the top.
Yeah, hang on. Yeah, it is. Why do you have to spell it like that? I can't remember this.
But he says that, he has 30,000 listeners for his podcast. We found his podcast.
I can't even spell it.
I think the highest listener count is like 75.
Is that how you spell it? Why do you have to spell it like this to sound edgy? Oh, it's F-E-R. Help. I'm trying my best here, guys.
Extraordinary Cart saw me on Fox News 5. So, I'm making rounds.
Okay, wait. There is an Armor Ferose now. Oh, wait, no. I found his actual Twitter, I think. And it has 1,700 followers.
Ooh.
Ooh. We're gonna. Oh, but that ratio though, he's only following 39 people. So this.
If anybody is watching or listening, and you have TikTok, first off, you need help. Second off, let us know if you can find him. Trey saw me on Trevor Noah. It was amazing.
One of the last tweets my man posted was, "Yo, I'm so sad. Juice WRLD is dead." That's it. That's the tweet. Just, yo, I'm sad.
Also, I didn't put this disclaimer out there ahead of time. This is a legitimate child. He is in high school.
He does, like, none of his tweets have likes. One tweet of his has a like and it has 20 views. Where are these millions of people you're influencing?
He's got connection. He knows the other influencers.
Your clothing brand has 381 followers, and you're literally promoting a shirt during Riot Week that just says white on it.
Yes. No, that was at the end of May on his clothing line. He posted a picture of a sweatshirt that they were selling. It's just a white sweatshirt, and in black text, it says white. And there is a white kid with long hair modeling it.
Why would you do this? Why would you do this now? Why would you do this ever?
God.
It's like putting a swastika on a sweatshirt and going, I didn't see a problem.
It was at the end of May. So, like, the riots and stuff hadn't happened yet. But still, it's 2020. You can't do that shit.
You just start high-fiving people by hiling. It's like, what, bro?
But
Jesus Christ. Like,
so that's what I was dealing with all day at work, laughing my ass off.
If you're a businessman, you have to understand, if you have a clothing line and your clothing line is just like the white power of clothing, like there is a market. I will give you that. It's not the market you want, but there is a market.
Especially if you're out here saying, I'm so sad, Juice died. We're getting mixed messages here, bud.
He is the type of dude to just randomly tweet in 3 a.m. Yo, I'm so sad Juice is gone, bruh. And would he put bruh at the end? And like 18 emojis.
He probably wishes it was Eminem.
If I die and like I get a bunch of posts that have like 18 emojis that are like, yo, rip the homie, and like bless up and all that, put me out of the grave and kill me again. Like, that's not how I want. Yeah, that's not how I want to go. Like, you can say rip and whatnot if I die. If you drop like 18 emojis, like right when I'm dead, like, bruh, don't use my death for like, oh, look at me, I'm sad. Also, shoot me out of a cannon. Don't pay for funerals. Funerals are a scam. Literally, like, I would go by cannon fire. Like, that's the way I want to go. Funerals are expensive.
Ding. Computer. I absolutely would be. I don't know why that's not
Nathaniel.
Oh. I'm not even gonna edit that out for the podcast. This is a 0.5 episode.
Yeah, this is like
don't fucking care.
We've established we're not the most like businessmen of people.
Yeah.
Put my ashes in a firework. Absolutely.
He hasn't blocked the Illuminati page yet, so his bio on Instagram says CEO of a true young business mind. Check out podcast/blog. High school business owner. And then he has a link to his clothing line and he has a GoFundMe link. Okay. The GoFundMe link, I'm not going to go into detail, but just people are going to be curious. The title of it is Get My Grandparents to Russia. If it's for family, I don't fucking care. That's all I'm going to say about that.
I'm just saying someone with millions of influencers would probably have enough money to go to Russia. That's just a statement I think is factually correct. But that's just me. I think by does he know I know people with billions of TikTok followers. I think he just follows them on TikTok and they liked one of his comments. It was like, yo, that was a sick Fortnite dance. It's like, yeah, I know him. My best friend.
Okay, we're going to go on an adventure.
Okay.
So.
This just turned into the bullying this one high school child podcast.
This is his clothing line. Again, also, I would just like to put this disclaimer out there so it's out there on record. Leave the kid alone.
Yeah, this is not a bullying channel.
This is not a go harass this kid.
This was, hey, you brought the smoke, and the smoke's being brought back to you. If you don't want the smoke, don't start the smoke. I've said this plenty of times, especially on Instagram, because so many people want to start smoke, but they'll do backhand, some people on here and there. And I know people will mention the one where I said some people on here, but that was intentional to be.
What do you mean,
descriptive. Yeah, exactly. What do you mean, you people?
But this is his clothing line, the Instagram page for it, which another disclaimer I will put out there. If he's trying to run a business and he's in high school, more power to him.
Just don't do it like this. Don't.
You're a fucking douchebag, kid.
No, this goes for cards too. Let's bring it back to cards. These wannabe breakers that are 16 get a box of Donruss and then just start spam DMing everyone in the break. Don't stop. Build your way up. Breakers aren't built in one day.
I tell this to the people that are willing to listen after I'm a dick to them when they randomly DM me and our first interaction is them asking me to join a break. I will send a sarcastic GIF in response. And if they say anything in response, I will just lay stuff out for them. I will say, this is not the way that you get followers. You grow a business, you reach out to people, you create the relationships first.
Yeah. And
then ease them in. You don't just spam that. Create your page for your breaks and just start commenting on people's stuff. Don't say, oh, that's a nice card. Come check out my breaks. Say be genuine. Say hey, I really like that set design this year or, something like that. And the more people see your name popping up, whether it's you liking their photos or commenting on their photos, they are going to be curious. They're going to see that you were engaging on their content, and some of them are going to trickle over.
And it's just no customer wants to pull up to someone just spam DMing you. Nobody wants to buy that. If anything, it's going to turn off potential customers. I don't it. Some people look I can maybe kind of join a break 1 or 2 times with these guys. There's one group where I made it very clear, I collect Cardinals. That's the only thing I collect. Do not tag me in anything else. If you tag me in anything else, I'm not going to be happy.
Now,
this one guy, he seemed very nice, But he would not stop tagging me in breaks where the Cardinals were taken 3 days ago. And I'm like, what did you expect to get out of this? This is a pick your team break. And the single team I would want is gone. And it wasn't like one time, it was like 10 times. And I just couldn't deal with all the notifications. Do you want to join this gala break? I'm like, get the fuck out of my mentions.
And I give this advice. I realize I don't have an electrical engineering degree.
Buck Jackingham.
So I'm fucking stupid.
Friend of the channel.
I do have a bachelor's degree in marketing, though. So I like to think that I know what I'm talking about, at least a little bit. Some people seem receptive to it. Other people still send me the links. I'm like, what the fuck?
Dude, one of the first people I blocked on here when I was new, I probably had like 400 followers at the time, like messaged me about a break, but he messaged me again, then he messaged me again, then he messaged me again, and then I just said, I'm not interested. And he's like, are you sure? And I'm like, block. I can't.
Now, before we check out this clothing line's website, BQH says this guy being such an incredible entrepreneur probably means he gets laid more than Jack. So there's that.
I'm a good entrepreneur. I'm just fugly and awkward.
I'm just going to say we are talking about a high schooler. I'm not going to say a fucking word.
Dog, I didn't get laid till college. I'm not ashamed to admit it.
But
like, oh my lord, the fucking basic. Oh,
it's very basic. But I was honestly,
it's from a high schooler, so I will give it.
But are you ready for something fucking hilarious?
Okay.
There is a black model wearing the all-white hoodie that just says white in black text.
To those of you listening on non-visual platforms, my head is in my hands. I can't look up.
Be self-aware, dude.
Oh, that's out there. That's on the internet. That is
that
you can buy it.
This one says "Fierce Love," and the font is so bad that when it was in the little thumbnail, I thought it said "Force Love," and oh no,
this is you need to send me that JPEG. I might make that my profile picture.
I kind of like this one because it fits me. It's just a shirt that says, "Hold on, let me overthink this."
Wait, can you like change colors on this? Is there a way to change colors? Because I really hope like the site was broken and you could just make it black and it just turned into a black t-shirt. I mean, if you want a black t-shirt.
Another one says, "Talk to me," and the one right next to it says "Antisocial."
My problem with half of these shirts is that they just it's just a sentence on a shirt. Literally anyone can do that. You just go into Redbubble, just put a sentence on a shirt and slap a $25 price tag on it. You can do that, but why would you do this?
Also, another one, which is a lightning bolt, that says, "Don't hunt, sit still, they will come."
What the fuck does that mean?
And I can tell you, so many of these shirts, if you want to do this, fine. These are basic fonts that come with your computer. If you want to spice things up a bit, especially if you're going to be fucking selling something, go to a website like 1001fonts.com, sort it by ones that can be used commercially, find ones that you want, download them, and use them. Jack, go ahead. You're about to have an aneurysm.
Yes. Can you scroll through all the photos again? You're talking about this one? No. For those at home, literally one of the photos has a model in it, and it's the one with the black guy wearing the white shirt.
Yes. No, that is
literally the only one with a model. What?
Oh, we have reviews. Again, nobody go and leave shit reviews for this kid.
No, these are just fake reviews. Who the fuck's JP? Literally,
Parker Q. That is such a white fucking name. Oh my god.
These are so generic.
But yeah, Jack is correct.
Literally only one of these has a model, and the only one with a model is of a black man wearing a white shirt, a white tee or sweatshirt that just says white on it. That's the only one with a model.
Here's a tank top that says "We run the show." That's a Disney font. I can almost guarantee you that font is copyrighted.
It looks like Disney font, but like...
Or, no,
like,
it'd
be like the font South Park would use to just, like, skirt past licensing.
Also, somebody call Futurama.
Okay, no, that is the Futurama text. Like, that just...
Somebody used he used the fucking Futurama font or something close to it, and the word is just future.
Are we gonna get this high school copyright claimed? Now on the Cardboard Illuminati podcast, Nate and Jack send a high schooler to jail.
Again, I would just like to reiterate, because I know we have a bunch of rowdy, rambunctious listeners like us. Don't go review bomb the kid. Don't DM the kid. If you want to make jokes, you can make them to us. That's fine.
Don't bully the child, but what the fuck was that sweatshirt? I think it's literally a hate crime.
It's so bad.
It's so... Again, Evan, if you somehow listen to this, like, the only reason this is happening is because of the actions you took against Nate. This is not how you run a business. You're young, you'll learn, but acting like this, these like
mistyped... And props to you for trying.
Yes,
and running stuff like this.
Mistyped spam DMs, just aggressive, like, I know people, that type of thing. Especially I know people on TikTok. This is how you do it. Build up your brand, expand your brand. These like stock fonts and just like one-word images. You have to be creative. There's so many clothing brands out there. You have to be creative. Just putting basic text on a white shirt isn't going to cut it. You like your mom and your friends might buy some. Your friends will probably buy if you like help out the homie. I get that. But if you're looking to make this a legitimate business that you think it is, you can't do things like that where it's just nearly copyrighted text or just one word on a shirt. Because literally anyone can do this. I can do this in 5 minutes if I so choose. Like I said, Redbubble, it is a custom design shirt. You can make your own shirts. I've done it before. And what you're doing is just putting basic text on a shirt, and that takes no effort whatsoever. So if you want to become a clothing designer, that's great. If you can be a successful high school clothing designer, no hate at all if you build your brand the legitimate way. It's commenting, and this was under a fucking Steven Strasberg Bowman Chrome card. At what point did you think this man posting a card was like, he wants to buy shirts, you know? He wants to build up a shirt.
He wasn't trying to get me to buy shirts.
No, but he's trying to partner with you over shirts. I just
want to know why he was on my account. I have more followers than you do. That already is a red flag as to why would I need your help?
There's so, like, I think like Dev Sports Cards posted like this to a story before. I think that's the account that I'm thinking of like, hey, like, send me $50 and I'll shout out your page. And like, you got 500 followers. The fuck are you doing here? What you gonna do? Tell your mom?
Exactly. It's just know your target market.
Like, and again, if you're going to lie on the internet like this, I'm assuming you're lying because it's pretty like it's like a 90% chance you're lying about like, I know these influencers and I'm gonna ruin you, that things like that. I'll take my chances when it comes to that. If you're going to lie like this, don't make it so obvious of where all I have to do is literally click on your profile and realize, oh, this dude's full of shit.
Yeah,
like this dude does not have 100,000 followers. I clicked on his profile. Where are they?
If you don't hear from me tomorrow, just know that I was TikTok danced to death tonight in my sleep.
Three different colored hair influencers just start flossing around you and create a vortex and suck the air out of your lungs. It's like, I should have listened.
Again, I will not dispute the fact that I am an asshole at times.
Oh yeah, we all are.
That's fair. You gave me a reason to be.
Oh, are you kidding me? You coming like, I'm gonna fucking ruin you if you don't give me $100. It's like, okay. What you gonna
If
do?
anybody has any other topics they would like to throw in, that's about all we have.
Yeah, like Nate just wanted to do the 0.5. I'm like, oh, he just wants to talk about. I'm fine with that. This was funny. This was an adventure. The fucking white hoodie is the worst thing I've seen in a while.
That was so bad.
Okay, I will give someone. I will pay for the sweatshirt, and I'll give them like $50 if they just go to like a protest and wear that hoodie.
Also, another one of the shirts says woke on it. Christ, the irony.
Imagine you just like walking down the street and like in a white hoodie and just getting your ass beat for it. I could easily see that happen.
I'm gonna have to pay for fashion.
That's the price. You gotta look fly, you gotta take a black eye.
We're fashion snobs now.
Ooh.
I am not just an art snob.
Nate, you're moving up in the world.
I am diversifying my snob portfolio. Thank you.
Can you do the topic, will gambling in the hobby ruin the hobby?
That sounds like that's probably going to be a main segment on one of our upcoming ones.
Okay.
Just because we'll want to get Tyler involved in that.
Yeah, my short answer right now, right off the bat, is that the majority of Raz rooms on Facebook suck because there's little to no moderation to let anyone in. Yes. And like price gouging is unbelievably ridiculous. I could add it to so many groups. What I do, like with most of the time, is when it's from people I don't know, I instantly just go, fuck you, get out of my DMs. When it's from people I do know, I'll scroll a little and see like, okay, what kind of things are they lining? And if the first two things I see are overpriced garbage, that really sets a tone for the room, you know? Like one of the first things I saw in a room I joined was like a $100 Kyler Murray auto being lined for $400. And it was starting to fill. I'm like, I'm going to join so I can laugh at you, but I ain't going to touch anything in here because I have to do like deep research every time I join a line to find out how hard am I getting gaped. It's not even a question of am I, it's how hard. Let's see.
Extraordinary wants to know our thoughts on NT basketball before it releases.
RPA's ruined NT basketball. RPA's absolutely ruined NT basketball. Just how weighted it out of it, and you'd still lose money at this point. Unless you had like a Logoman, but those are like extremely rare at this point. You're not... odds are when you open a box of NT, you're not going to hit a Logoman. That's just the nature of cards in general.
NT this year, all the basketball products are ridiculous. Just because...
I get Zion hype. I'm not saying like it should be cheaper.
No, I'm not saying it should be as expensive as it normally is. I understand small bumps.
The quality should match the price.
Yes.
That's it.
But 2020 basketball is going full Brock Turner on the card industry.
Good reference, my guy. Good reference.
Thank you.
Wonder what he's up to. Probably not.
Probably lining and Cartastic.
Probably lining and Cartastic.
BQH says, will Topps Project 2020 prices ever go near the peak they were a couple of weeks ago?
Nah,
no, they will not.
I think it's over.
I do still think most of them, especially ones that have a print run of under like 15,000 roughly, I think a lot of them are still going to settle in the like $40 to $60 range. Even if they settle at $30, if you bought in bulk, you got those for $15 to $16 a piece. I will gladly double my money.
Yeah, it's not a loss, but it's not, the hype that it was.
Yeah, exactly.
The only way I could see prices coming back is if Topps, instead of just print how much are ordered, they make it a limited release. If they make a card out of 5,000, I feel like those would explode.
That, or we're going to see an increase every single time there's Mike Trout cards in terms of the print run. Because they have said going forward, the Mike Trout cards, extraordinary cards, you can correct me on this if I'm wrong, if I misinterpreted, but the Mike Trout cards going forward, every one will have 10 signed by Trout.
You guys know a lot more about Project 2020 than I do.
It could have just been the last Trout that got released, but I thought it was that going forward.
I thought it was neat to watch when it was going down, and I thought it was fun to watch all the chargebacks people were doing when the price is bottomed out and right. Oh, there's a ding in the case. I don't know if I want this $20 card I bought for $200.
I still
eBay-
like a lot of the cards.
Yeah. eBay fucking sucks when it comes to cards. You can just say, I don't like it anymore because it went down $1,000 since I bought it. And they have to say yes. Like, it's fucking ridiculous. eBay, at this point, eBay should know better. I get, like, in the early stage of cards when, like, cards was really making a scene onto eBay. Like, I can get, like, oh, we don't fully understand it. It's not our job to understand the card market. It's just to give people a platform to sell.
Yeah.
You've gone through so much shit. Like, you are offering us discounts on cards now because you know, like, the power of the card market, and yet you still side with the buyer so much when it's so easy for them to start scamming people on eBay. It's fucking ridiculous. I don't understand why you can still just say, oh, I don't like the card, therefore I'm just going to send it back and get my money back. And sometimes you just send the wrong card and eBay will still side with you because you gave them a tracking number, so you had to go something. I don't know.
Yep.
It's just...
But yeah, Dave Extraordinary heard 10 to 20, roughly, Trout cards that are going to be autoed per... I mean, I'm still going to buy 5 to 10 Trout cards every time they come out.
They make 1 per set, like a 1-1, right? Still? Or they still do that? Okay.
So when the cards initially go up, they will put up the regular card, and they will put up an artist proof, which is numbered out of 20. So the artist proofs go like that. The bots get them stupid fast.
Stop.
But the regular ones, if you buy just one base version of any of these, you could get the gold bordered 101. They put them in with base orders.
Okay. That's like, you gotta feel like the luckiest man in the world if you hit like that. Like, no, that like when Griffey, that one Griffey that had like a print run of 90,000 and you hit it, like you're rolling to the bank. You're doing the Conor McGregor walk.
You can literally do the odds.
Yeah. I guess that's cool, but I do like how Topps does announce the print runs too.
Yes.
That's a really good.
People are complaining, oh, they're watering down the card market, blah, 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 blah. People want them.
Are they watering down the card market, really?
Also bringing in new people that just like the art.
I think update rookies are watering down the market far more than Project 2020 ever will. Go to any of the high-end rooms. All they do is line the same fucking update rookies. It's just Torres, Soto, Acuna over and over. Nobody even lines. Shut up. Fitting. But like no one lines good shit in the like high-end rooms anymore. It's all just the same update rookies that everyone just passes around. I don't think anyone even wants an update rookie anymore. Does everyone see like this card that has like a pop like of 10,000 anymore and think like, oh, this is sick? It's just something. It's like trading $100 bills over and over. Like, what's the point?
For newer update rookies, yes.
Yeah, no, Trout updates I totally get, but like I said, Torres, Acuna, and Soto, and those guys. I won't even count like Yelich and Arenado. I'm talking like the 2018 updates that were just so mass produced, and there's so many PSA 10s and BGS 9.5s that doesn't even matter anymore. I just like who genuinely wants one at this point for other than profit. I understand for profit because they do sell, but who wants one for the collection at this point? Who collects like Acuna update rookies at this point? I have not seen one person. It's just people passing it around like a casino chip. It sucks. Like, the high-end group should be cool, not just passing the same fucking boring cards back and forth.
I agree.
Yeah.
But other than that, that's all we got.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching, and eventually thank you guys for listening.
This is a lot more fun than I expected. I did not think that hoodie existed. Dear God.
Oh yeah,
my man, take that down, Evan. If you're listening, take that down. That is not a good hoodie. That's
and
the
again,
worst.
If you're listening to this, don't leave the kid alone.
Yeah, don't. Shockingly, the Cardboard Illuminati podcast does not support bullying minors on the internet. It's just unless it's a scammer. I don't know.
On the other hand.
And how old is Cruz graduated, or he was in college, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, fuck Ryan Cruz.
Who fucking knows?
Yeah, Rowdy Sports Cards still a scammer. he has other alliances. Check out Reality Sports Card Scams. Fuck Ryan Cruz. He's a piece of shit.
I think
Good
we
way
can
to-
end on that.
Good way to end a podcast.
Peace out, guys.